It's your girl Christina Carmel, and you are locked in to the Breakdown Show. Good evening, everyone. Now, this week I want to talk all things Kanye West. Do you think it's fair what's going on with Kanye West at the moment? Are we taking advantage of the fact that he has told us that he has bipolar and we are still granting him interviews? Are we taking advantage because we know that he hasn't taken his medication? I want you guys to lock in with us via the hashtag The Breakdown Show on Instagram and Twitter, and let's get talking, guys. This is The Breakdown Show. You do not want to miss it. Stay tuned in.
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
Oh, Charlie, this is sad. This is very, very, very sad. I feel like the whole situation with Kanye West is crazy because, okay, I feel like with him is that everybody was contributed to this nonsense. I feel like a lot of people have contributed to this nonsense because I feel like if he didn't do multiple interviews, bearing in mind that they are saying this is all allegedly, so don't come for me. This is all alleged. Yeah, we don't have the actual like facts until he comes out and really talks well on his medication. But I feel as though he has not been taking his medication, and because he has not been taking his medication, he should not be doing interviews. That is my personal opinion, and I want to know what you guys think. So use our social media on hashtag The Breakdown Show, and I want to hear your thoughts. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's fair that Kanye West has been doing interviews despite the fact that he has not been taking his medication? Do you feel like as a society we are taking advantage of him and all of this, I don't want to say madness, but all of this thing that is going on with him? Are we taking advantage? Are we using him for numbers? Are we using him for clout? Are we using him for our own engagement? Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and let me know what you think. We're going to get back into the music now because I feel like we need to just ginger up our spirits a little bit. So we will be back after this. Make sure you guys are locked in. This is The Breakdown Show. Stay locked.
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
So before the music break, I was talking about Kanye West. There's a lot of things going on with him at the moment, and I just think like the pressure is getting worse. Like it really is getting bad. I think it's really getting out of control. He's officially lost his contract with Adidas, and I've come to find out that it's Adidas that own the name Yeezy. So they've actually taken full ownership of the name as well, which is crazy to me because it's a brand that obviously he has built. He has constantly reminded us of how hard he has built this Yeezy brand, like completely built it up. So I think it's just a bit more like, now that they've taken the name, I think it's just how we just need to think about a way that we can support this guy, because I feel like we need to be very, very careful about how we move and what we say, because we need to understand that he has got mental health. And so I think we don't take into consideration these things, that it is a sickness and it is an illness, and I think we don't talk about these things well enough, because mental health is a real thing. It's very much a real thing. It's not discussed. I think sometimes it's glossed around as entertainment and a fun time and a good time. But we need to remember that yes, he's a creative. Yes, he's an artist. Yes, he is a musical genius. But he does have mental health. And I think we need to definitely take that into account. So I feel like I want to know what you guys think. Use the hashtag The Breakdown Show and tell me what your thoughts are on the situation with Kanye West, because it's just such a shame, and I think it's really, really sad. And we don't talk about mental health enough in this industry, especially within the music industry, and the pressures and everything that goes into it, because it's not easy. And I don't know how many of you actually watched the Kanye West documentary. I loved it. I loved everything about the Kanye West documentary, because it really showcases how this guy tried. He knocked down every door. This guy knocked on every door. He was rejected left, right, and center. And for me, it was weird. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, it was weird to see like Kanye West being rejected in a room full of, like, because it's Kanye West and we see him how we see him now, But if for those who haven't watched the documentary, I'm so sorry because I'm about to spoil this whole thing for you. There's a bit in the documentary where he is trying to get his music heard. He goes into a room. Can I play my music? What is can I play my music? Can I play my music? He plays his music and nobody's paying attention. Like nobody's listening. Nobody's paying attention. And it was almost like, can you turn this thing off? And it was so weird to see like someone like Kanye getting rejected. I'm telling you, it wasn't a nice feeling. And he really tried for a very long time, for many years. So my thing is, I always say to people as well, like sometimes by the time you get to the success that you're looking for, you are tired. By the time you get to the success you're looking for, the prayers you've prayed for, the positions you've prayed for, Charlie, you are tired. You are tired. And I think there's a lot of things that have obviously contributed to, I think, his mental health. Obviously, for those who understand the real like conceptions of mental health, it's an undertone, it's an underlayer. So it's already there. Something has to trigger it. So it's not something that just appeared overnight. It's something he's always had. It's something he will always have. Something triggers it. Obviously, we know that he lost his mum, and then he has the whole situation with Kim and his kids and all the rest of it, which I think has just triggered many things over the years. But I definitely feel like it's a shame. He needs to recoup, rehabilitate, hide, stay somewhere quiet, regroup, restructure, and come back harder. And I think we should stop exploiting him. Leave him alone. Stop granting him interviews where he's talking wild. He is talking wild. Let me tell you something, and I don't even want to mention it just in case we enter problem, but we are in Ghana, so it's okay. When you start talking about the Jews, no one person has ever talked about this Jewish community and has survived. Make I tell you now, remember I said it, Christina Carmel on the Breakdown Show, I said it here for Ghana, unless Ghana doesn't know. When you talk about the Jewish community, you are finished. Finito. And somebody made a good point that he talked about slavery and nobody said nothing, not a word, not a peep. He was allowed to roam free and do as he pleased. Now that he started talking about the Jews, did you not see Kim tweeting, oh, I don't condone any of this behavior, I don't condone any of the comments said by, because you cannot talk about the Jewish community, because guess who runs the music industry? For those who don't know, who do you think runs the music industry? The music industry is owned by the Jewish community. Trust me. Who do you think own the labels? Who do you think own the labels? Y'all need to wake up. So, and he knows this. He knows this more than the rest of us know this. I don't know why he went there, but I tell you, the moment he went there, he was finished. He was absolutely finished. So this Kanye situation, Charlie, is sad. It's really sad. But I just hope that he's able to regroup, re-strategize, and come back harder, because I think it's just the pressure all over is really getting worse. And so we have also, I also kind of want to talk a little bit about Black Panther. Black Panther is coming. Black Panther is coming. It's not going to be the same. It's really not going to be the same, because obviously we know that the main actor of Black Panther obviously died of cancer. May his soul rest in peace. But I was just told by, and I didn't actually know this, I was told by my producer actually, that the premiere is being held in Nigeria. The premiere is being held in Nigeria. I'm not even going to say too much. Like, shout out to them. Big up to them, innit? Our sisters, our brothers. Like, yeah, we are all brothers and sisters in Christ. Big up to them. But we had a lot of the Black Panther like actresses and actors in Ghana actually, especially for Global Citizen. They were here. So if I start to talk, I'm not going to say too much, because I know me, I'm just going to go so much into it. I'm not going to say too much, but shout out to Nigeria. You lot got the premiere. Like, enjoy that. Make sure you come hard, but we know you will. You will deliver. It will be like red carpet, like galore, outfits. The outfits is going to be to the nines. It really is going to be to the nines. So shout out to you guys, because you guys got the premiere. But, you know, if you want to come to Ghana for a long time, don't come for a good time. Do you know what I mean? Like Drake said, come for a long time, don't come for a good time. Like, give us to, like, we are somebody. Like, we will host you. We hosted Good Morning America, and I think we did a fantastic job. We did an amazing job. So I feel like, feel free. We can host a premiere here, like Wakanda Forever, all of that. We can host a premiere or two here as well. So all things considered, like, don't forget about us, because I'm still even annoyed about the Fenty Beauty launch, but that's another thing because I never saw no Fenty Beauty for Ghana. Like Fenty Beauty did not launch in Ghana. It launched everywhere else but in Ghana. But that's a conversation me and Rihanna will have later on. We're gonna take another musical break and we will be back after this. Make sure you guys lock in. This is the Breakdown Show. Let's go.
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
We are back. This is the Breakdown Show. I am your girl, Christina Carmel. I've been going through your Twitter. And I've been reading your comments in regards to the whole Kanye West situation. Basically, somebody was saying it's because he has numbers. And so because he has numbers, we are using him for clout, essentially. Yeah, so he said, Moses, with the Ghana Nigerian flag, big up yourself. He said Kanye West has the numbers. He comes with numbers. So they are obviously using him. Selfish people. How could they be so heartless? I definitely agree with you, Moses. I think we are, as a society, we are really taking the mick, because I feel like when all things are good, we are all there. Kanye, Yeezy with the foam shoe. That 1 minute we were all cursing the foam shoe because we didn't understand it, and the next minute we were all loving it. Yeezy, and now that he's literally like crumbling before our eyes, we're literally not saying nothing. Like, no, we're all just granting him interviews. You know, he went on Drinks Champ, where like they drink excessively and they smoke, and you know, all of that will just get him to talk, and he was just talking wild, and nobody's really gonna like rein him in, essentially. And let's be honest here, because word on the street, allegedly Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson are back together. So all of these things, Charlie, is going to throw the man over the edge. So we really need to like rein him in, hold him tight before we lose him, essentially, because that's what happens. We will end up losing him, and then it will be RIP, and we'll be doing all RIP up and down social media, and oh, he's a musical genius, and we'll be going through his catalog, and hey, as a society, we are very, very mad. But I want to talk about this thing that he said, right, which had me feeling some way, and I kind of want to link it to something. So let me talk, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about. He said something about I think Piers Morgan asked him what he loves about Kim, and he starts talking about the, you know, like, for those who have played Nintendo and you know about Mario Kart, you have the dragon, and then you have Peaches, and the dragon takes Peaches, and then Mario has to save her, and then like Piers asks him, oh, who is Mario? Are you Mario? And he says yes. So it's like Kim needs saving, and it drew me to this thing of like possessiveness sometimes, where it's like somebody has asked you what you love about somebody, and that's your answer. Like, she needs to be saved, I'm the one to save her. Not, oh, she smells nice. And even she smells nice is even like like, oh, she makes me feel like this, she reminds me of my mother, no, it's that I wanted to save her kind of thing. It was just like save me complex type of thing. And it links me to like dating a little bit. I kind of want to talk about dating a little bit, especially in Accra, right? Or Ghana. Let's talk about Ghana in general. I'm in Accra, so I see for Accra, but let's talk about Ghana in general, where I feel like that same, and this is just me, this is just my thoughts, don't come for me. I sometimes feel like it be like that for, like, I'm going to talk about like in Ghana. I feel like sometimes it be like that. It's like, what do you like about a person, or what do you like about her? Oh, is that you can possess and control her? And I'm just like, there's a lot of that here. And obviously, like, I've noticed it quite a bit. This is the reason why me, like, navigating through, like, dating and stuff in Ghana is a whole conversation and topic we will talk about. I'm going to dedicate a whole episode to dating, actually. I really, really, like, will do that. But I find, like, that happens here a lot as well, where it's like, I am not saying there is not genuine love in Ghana or Accra. Let's talk about Accra. But I feel like it can be, first of all, before I make my point, I was reading some data that said I don't want to quote the figures, but there are double the amount of women that there are men in Ghana. And that actually makes a lot of sense, which is probably why in Ghana you will date you will date somebody that 6 other girls are dating. So you're all dating one guy. Like everybody's sharing everybody. And I noticed that whole concept of Peaches and the Dragon and Mario happens a lot in Ghana too, where it's like sometimes, I don't know, because there's a lot of enjoyment and then there's just a lot of dating going on. Sometimes the value for dating can be loose, where it's like, oh, what do you like about this particular girl? Oh yeah, like I feel like I can just, I can control her. She does what I like her to do. She stays in her lane. I can possess her. And I feel like, but I will say, I feel like that happens a lot when the guy is dating multiple women. Because when a guy is dating multiple women, he's not going to come and now tell you why he likes each, and he can't specifically, especially if his catalog is a lot. He's not going to come and tell you, this particular girl, I like her because of this, and this particular girl, I like her because of this, and this particular girl, because there's plenty girls. Yeah, when Kanye said that, it really got me thinking about dating in Ghana and how it goes and how it can get really techie for here. Like dating, we need to dedicate, guys. On the Breakdown Show, we're going to dedicate an episode to dating, and I want to know everybody's experiences about how they are finding dating in Ghana, because I can tell you now, the pressure is getting worse. Like it's a jungle out here. Like it really is a jungle out here, and everybody has the same experiences. Like when I talk to my friends and everybody has the same experiences. So when Kanye said that, I was just like, it be like that for here. It really be like that. Like it really be scary in these streets. But I think it's a bit more like weird, because I think Kim was his wife, so I think I was expecting him to get a bit more detailed and say a lot more, like, oh, she's beautiful, or her spirit, or this, or he likes her business sense and all this other stuff. But the way it was just so like, oh yeah, I need to save her every time. I need to say, like, she's like my jewel, like she's like something you put on your bedroom shelf, like trophy wife, trophy girlfriend. And it just reminds me of a lot of the wild things that happen for this country, especially in like Accra. Like Accra dating. And then Accra dating is one thing, but Accra dating in December, I think we definitely need to talk about this. And actually, what I will get you guys to do is we'll pick a guest together. We'll pick a particular guest that we will have on the show to have this exact conversation, because we need to chop it up, especially as December is approaching. We need, like, us ladies, we need like the tips. We need the first aid kit, like the pack. We need the pack. When you go camping and you have to take your safety bag. I feel like we need to have a safety bag, especially this December. And so we need to know what to pack and what to put inside before we emerge into this dirty December, because it really gets dirty, especially in this December. So I think we'll definitely lock in. We'll drop the hashtag, and we will decide what guest that we will have on the show for that particular topic. But for now, we are going to take another musical break, and we are going to be back after this. You are locked into the Breakdown Show. Stay locked in. Let's go.
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.
Guys, we have come to the end of the show. It is nearly 8 o'clock. I appreciate everybody that has locked into the Breakdown Show. It has been a pleasure having you. Make sure you guys stay locked in every week, because we are going to have some fun. Like, the show is all about fun. We are going to talk about great topics. It's just good vibes, and we're going to keep you up to date with everything that is going on around us. So make sure you guys lock in and tune in, and make sure that you guys message me on the hashtag The Breakdown Show. I see everything. We see everything, and we will kiki back and forth. And we will engage. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to be anywhere else but Enjoyment Radio. And this is the Breakdown Show. We will be back next week, same time. Stay locked in. See you later. Have a good rest of the week. Bye.
You are tuning into Enjoyment Radio, music for us, by us.